First, the highlights. Lagos State Government to install 3,000 e-police and speed cameras to enforce traffic regulations. House of Representatives plans to make Court of Appeal final arbiter of dispute resolutions on gubernatorial, national and state assemblies elections. On the foreign scene, United States confirms agreement between Russia, Ukraine to stop military strikes in Black Sea. In sport, President Tinubu flags off Torch of Unity ahead 22nd National Sport Festival. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State Government has announced plans to install approximately 3,000 e-police and speed limit cameras across the state to enhance traffic law enforcement. Director of the Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service, VIS, Akin George Fashola, made this known while speaking on Lagos transport trends and perspectives, a program sponsored by the Lagos State Ministry of Transportation on Lagos Traffic Radio. Fashola noted that speed limit cameras have already been installed at various locations, including Alakwarogudu Road and Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way. He stated that e-police cameras are currently in place at Allen Junction and Nuruddin Oluokokpo Road in Ikeja to check red lights running and other traffic violations, urging motorists to take note of warning signs installed at these locations to ensure compliance. Speaking on penalties, the VRS director emphasized that violators of speed limit would be required to pay a fine of 50,000 naira, stating that offenders who believe they did not violate the regulation could contest the fine by providing proof. Fashola said the government has introduced an online roadworthiness recertification system for pre-existing vehicle owners, explaining that the new initiative allows vehicle owners to review their roadworthiness certificate online without visiting a VRS office. He added that the VRS now offers an auto verification service for individuals looking to purchase used vehicles, and the service provides a detailed history of the vehicle, enabling buyers to make informed decisions. The Lagos State Waste Management Authority (LOMA) has reinforced its commitment to tackling indiscriminate waste disposal across the state, adopting a two-pronged approach of strict enforcement and innovative waste management solutions. The agency also vowed to ensure full compliance with environmental laws, with legal action against offenders and sustained waste collection measures. LOMA Managing Director Muyiwa Agbadegeshi noted that surveillance and enforcement teams are operating round the clock to track and apprehend individuals who flout waste management laws, stressing that offenders would face the full weight of the law to serve as a deterrent to individuals undermining the authorities' effort. Agbadegeshi stated that over 300 illegal waste carts have been seized and set for destruction, noting that investigations had revealed that many of the offenders were either new to Lagos or willfully disregarding the law, stating that such would be tolerated. The organized labor has strongly condemned the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State, warning that it may be forced to take decisive action that could disrupt national economic activities if the proclamation is not reversed within a reasonable time frame. This was contained in a statement jointly signed by the Rivers State chairperson of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Alex Ngwano, state chairperson of the Trade Union Congress, Ikechukwu Onyefuru, and chairperson of the Joint Negotiation Council, Chukwu Emecheta. The labor unions raised concerns about the legality, economic impact, and consequences of the federal government's actions. According to the union leaders, the people of Rivers State freely elected these officials, and any attempt to remove them outside constitutional process undermines democracy. They insisted that such actions must be reversed to protect the integrity of Nigeria's democratic system. The House of Representatives is planning to make the Court of Appeal the final court in dispute involving gubernatorial, national, and state houses of assembly elections in the country. The bill, sponsored by the lawmaker representing Ndokwa East, Ndokwa West, Ekwani Federal Constituency, Delta State, Namdi Ezechi, passed second reading on the floor of the House during plenary. Taking the House through the general principles of the bill, Ezechi said the proposed legislation seeks to alter the provision of subsection 3 of section 246 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. The bill, following its adoption, was referred to the House Committee on Constitution Review, chaired by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, for further legislative actions. The Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, has intercepted 125,000 litres of petrol in Kebbi State, disrupting an anti-smuggling operation. NSC said that seizure carried out under Operation Whirlwind is the largest field burst recorded since the initiative began. National Coordinator of Operation Whirlwind, Hisiani Ejiboni, stated that operatives from the Kebbi Area Command and the Federal Operations Unit Zone B, acting on intelligence, intercepted the trucks loaded with fuel in Samia and other smuggling hotspots in the state. Speaking at a press briefing in Benin, Kebbi, Ejiboni described fuel smuggling as a major economic threat, contributing to revenue losses, artificial scarcity, and security risks. He urged Nigerians to support customs anti-smuggling efforts by reporting suspicious activities. In foreign news now, the White House has announced that Russia and Ukraine have agreed to ensure safe passage for commercial shipping and stop military strikes in the Black Sea. Washington has also released a separate statement after American officials met representatives from both countries in Saudi Arabia in recent days. Ukraine Defense Ministry said the country agrees to stop military force in the Black Sea, but any movement of Russian naval vessels would be a violation of the agreement. Earlier, the Kremlin said talks with the United States focused on creating safe shipping lanes in the Black Sea, but the details would remain private. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov added that Russia was in favor of resuming the Black Sea Grain Initiative, a deal following Ukraine to safely export grain. In sport now, President Bola Tinubu has flagged off the movement of the Torch of Unity ahead of the 22nd National Sports Festival, Gateway Games Ogun State 2025, holding from May 16 to 30. Tinubu lit the torch at the forecourt of the State House Abuja when he received the delegation of the National Sports Commission. The president said his administration is committed to nation building through sport by providing incentives for its development at all levels. He urged public and private sector players to continue playing their roles in promoting unity through sporting event. The National Sport Festival, Nigeria's premier multi-sport event, is meant to foster unity and promote grassroots sport development nationwide. Lagos State House of Assembly has expressed deep condolences following the passing of Mrs. Esther Ojelabi, wife of the chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC in the state, Cornelius Ojelabi. In a statement signed by Chairman House Committee on Information and Strategy and Security, Stephen Ogundipe, the Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, the principal officers and distinguished members of the House offered their support to the grieving family. The statement, while conveying the Assembly's sympathy, acknowledged the late Mrs. Ojelabi's dedication to her family and community. It described her as not only a devoted wife but also a respected mother and a confidant whose contributions to women's development advocacy and unwavering commitment to her community were highlighted as key aspects of her legacy. The Assembly members prayed for comfort for the Ojelabi family, offering heartfelt condolences and seeking strength for them in this time of loss. They also prayed for the eternal peace of the deceased, asking for divine mercy and the forgiveness of her sins. And that's it on the news at 6. But just before we go, always slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossing. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watch towers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has announced plans to install approximately 3,000 air police and speed limit cameras across the state to enhance traffic law enforcement. The House of Representatives is planning to make the Court of Appeal the final court in dispute involving gubernatorial, national and state houses of assembly elections in the country. We also told you that the White House has announced that Russia and Ukraine have agreed to ensure safe passage for commercial shipping and stop military strikes in the Black Sea. Finally, in sport, President Bola Tinubu has flagged off the movement of the Torch of Unity ahead the 22nd National Sports Festival Gateway Games Ogun State 2025, holding from May 16 to 30. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.